Less work, less time, more money. Because the time we save allows us to take another booking. Here's another one that comes up. I cut my finger all the time. What can I do to correct this? Well, the obvious answer is, then don't do that. Seriously, I notice this a lot in class. People have a tendency to cut without making contact with their fingers. The shears float while they attempt to cut a straight line. I discovered that this comes from people being afraid of the shears. Actually, it's more about the fear of cutting yourself. Now, I don't think anyone gets up in the morning, stretches, and says, well, I just can't wait to get out there and slash my fingers today. I better go get a cup of coffee. This is where proper shear mechanics comes into play and exposes a third layer as to why we overlap our fingers when we cut. The first step is to get comfortable pressing the stationary blade against your finger. Try it. Just press the blade down using a slight bit of pressure and slide the blade in a straight line across the cutting surface that we just opened up. It's actually comforting to know that the blade won't cut you when you do this. Second step is to know that if you only move your thumb, you won't cut your finger when you press and close the blade. The operative word here is if you only move your thumb. As a disclaimer, do not attempt this until you become well versed in this skill set. Watch. Even if the shears are pointed in toward my hand, I can open and close the blade, and as long as I only move the cutting blade, I won't cut myself. Now, we're to the point where we're actually cutting a section of hair. The three words that will help you are open, feed, close. Here's how it goes. Open the shears, press them against your finger. Feed the hair onto them and close the cutting blade onto the stationary one. Open the blade, move it forward. Notice how pressing the shear down allows us to slide the stationary blade under the hair. Close the cutting blade. Keep repeating these three steps and stop at the webbing of your fingers. Open, feed, close. Open, feed, close. This discipline works if you cut on the top of your hand as well.